You're listening to the Career Musician Podcast, empowering musicians with strategies for a sustainable career.
Existential crisis. What exactly does that mean? As creatives, right? As musicians, we're creative beings. We're always creative. We're always creating something constantly. If you're anything like me, my mind never shuts off. I always have a million ideas, right? I always tell my wife too, hey, if you have that idea, write it down, record it, put it down somewhere, and keep a collection of your ideas. You never know when you want to go back to them and something will stand out and be like, okay, I'm going to work on this. I want to develop this further. So with all these creative ideas, we're open to the muse. That's another thing that I say. The muse, it's a vertical connection to the creative forces that be in the universe, okay? And the thing is about us creative types is we are a little different from the average person who doesn't necessarily have that creative tick. It's an itch that you just can't scratch sometimes, right? And if you have it, you know what I'm talking about. And you might even know of other people who don't have it. People who look up to you or admire you say, wow, I wish I could be creative like you. I wish I was a musician. I wish I had your talent. Okay. With that talent comes great responsibility because, again, we're open and susceptible to many things. We can be an empath. We can feel lots of things from other beings and just the universe in general, which brings me to my point. Oftentimes we overthink things and it brings us into this existential crisis. Why am I here? What is this all for? What am I doing? And oftentimes that interferes with our creative process and perhaps even more, just our normal daily life. Hey, career musicians, if you're looking for something new and productive to do, why not pick up that guitar in the corner and put it to use? I've partnered with a company called jamplay.com for online guitar lessons. When signing up for their monthly membership, be sure to use coupon code NOMAD and you'll receive a free trial. Monthly memberships start at just $19.95 and go down in price if you choose to pay annually. Whether you're interested in learning progressive math metal with Tosin Abasi from Animals as Leaders, fiery country picking with Nashville studio ace Brent Mason, or modern countrified shredding with Andy Wood, pop and modern R&B with Lady Gaga's guitarist Tim Stewart, brush up on your 80s shred skills with Steve Stevens from Billy Idol, study solo acoustic guitar tricks with legendary maestro Phil Keggy, or study with yours truly, Jamplay literally has everything you could ever desire for learning guitar. So don't procrastinate, share this with your friends. We all know somebody who wants to learn how to play guitar. And don't forget to use coupon code NOMAD when signing up to get a free trial period. At jamplay.com, use coupon code NOMAD. I can't tell you how many times I've been on a gig, okay, whether it be a live performance or a session, and I get in my own head and I start having this existential crisis debate within my own psyche, going back and forth. Well, why am I doing this? Why is this here? Why do I need to do? Asking all these questions, all these variables that you don't necessarily need to torture yourself with. Sometimes it's enough to just be. Allow yourself to be. That's a universal principle. So often when I find myself in this existential crisis type space, I just remind myself, you know what? You are one of 7.5 billion people on this earth, roughly humans. But in addition to that, you are just another little tiny speck of a living organism on this earth. But in this existence itself, the universe, the galaxy, all that stuff, it's so vast, it's mind-boggling. Look, if you want to think about it and debate it and ponder it, yes, go for it and have fun. But don't allow that existential crisis to hinder you from moving forward in your life, whether it's just your daily routines or whether it's in your professional life, or especially your relationships with your family and your loved ones. Do not let it interfere. If anything, go to your family and loved ones and your trusted sources and have this discussion with them and say, hey, I'm just in a really tough space right now. I'm trying to figure out what the hell it all means. What am I doing? Why am I a musician? Why was I chosen to be this creative being? And why do I have to be stricken with the curse and try to figure out how to make a living out of this damn pile of muck that other people call talent? So there you have it. That is my perspective on this. This is something that I'm hoping will resonate with some of you because I know I've struggled with it. I hope this helped you in some way to becoming a better version of yourself as the career musician that you are and that you desire to be.
Add The Career Musician to your playlist today. Subscribe to The Career Musician on Apple Podcasts.
Your value is not determined by the gig. Learn more by listening to the Career Musician Podcast, streaming everywhere.
Hey, it's Neil Brennan, and you're listening to Pantheon Podcasts.
Hey, this is Nomad, host and creator of the Career Musician Podcast, and I am thoroughly stoked to be an official member of the Pantheon Podcast Network, the first of its kind as an all-music-based podcast collective. I'm just a nomad, nowhere man, writing the songs in this one-man band. A nomad, yeah, I'm a nomad, So hush now, darling, you'll be fine. I'll be back this way sometime. Until then, baby, don't you cry.